Okay, so the next command which we are going to use here is, so we have covered the line command, polyline command, circle command, and the this rectangular command and polygon command also. So hash command we'll see in the next. Okay, so next command we are going to use, that is the edit commands. So here you can see this one, these all are the edit commands. Okay, and these all are the edit commands which are going to, we just see that one by one. So before that one, what is the use of the edit commands, or where use of the edit commands? So normally the edit commands we are using, any correction in the drawings will be there. In that cases we are using the edit commands. If any modifications are there in the drawing, in that cases we are using the edit commands. So let's see one by one. So what are the different commands are there which is very useful for the modification of the drawings, edit of the drawings, or any modification or edit or any correction of the drawings or any changes in the drawing, we are using the edit commands. Okay, so the here we just go for the next command, that is the move command. Okay, so here you can see this one, the move command. So what is the use of the move command? The use of the move command is to move one object from the to move the object from one place to the another place, or one point to the other point, we are using the move commands. Okay, so I just show you, if you want to move a place, for example we are considering a plan. So in the plan there is a different components are there. If you want to move that components from one point to the other point at a particular distance, then we are using the move commands. Okay, so I just go to the move command over here. I just click the move command over here, or you can directly go to the command and you can type the move also. So that also you can take, and from there also you can take the move command. So I just click on the move command. So just we see the command prompt. So what is asking in the command prompt? In the command prompt it is asking select the object. So for example we have a different objects over here. I hope you will all the objects is visible on the screen, so you can see this one. So whatever the objects we have taken for the drawing commands or basic geometry command also, these whatever the commands we have used, that is the basic geometric commands. Okay, so this is the edit commands or modification commands. Okay, so move command. So here what is asking in the command prompt, select the object. I just select this object. I select this object. Okay, here you can see this rectangle I was just going to select. I selected the object, so object is selected. Press enter. I have pressed the enter, and if I want to move that command, so what is asking here, specify the base point. So from which point I need to move, that point we need to select. From the center I want to move, or from this right side, or from the left side, from where, from the which point we want to move, that point we need to clear. I just click on the center. So from the center point I want to move this command. I just click over here, in which direction I have to move, in that direction I can move, in the top, in the right, in the left, wherever I can move. I just move over here. Clear? So one more time I will just show you. Go to the move command, select the object, press enter, select the specified point. Okay, now I will select the specified point over here. Randomly I will select on the screen. Here you can see this one. Here I just click. Okay, from this point I can move our particular object here, in the top, in the and if you just off that ortho, you can move in the radially also. So I just keep it over here. Okay, so this is a without displacement or without measurement we are moving over here. So if you want to move with the measurements, so again just go to the move command, click on the move command. Okay, select the object. I have selected the object. Now press enter. You have pressed the enter. Now the displacement or the distance it is asking from that point. So specify the base point over here. I specified that one, and in which direction I want to move, I just move in that direction. For example, I want to move in this direction, in the forward direction I have moved that one. Now I just give the distance I will give as 200, and now press enter. So here you can see this one. Okay, 200 is very less, so it is slightly moved over here. So I just go to the move command again, select the object, press enter, and I have selected on the center, and I have to move, will take 2000. I just press enter. Here you can see this, from here to here it is move. And again, if you want to move in the whichever direction, you can move that one. I want to move in the upper direction, 500 or 1000. I just select, press enter. See here, it is moved from this place to this place. This is how we need to use the move command. So next command we are going to see is, that is the rotate command. Okay, so what is the use of the rotate command? So the use of the rotate command is, the object can be rotated in a particular angle, okay, or in a particular degree. If you want to rotate an object, in that cases we are using the rotate command. Okay, so whether it is in the clockwise direction or in the anti-clockwise direction, we can rotate the particular objects. In the both direction we can rotate it, or we can say this one, that is in the positive and in the negative directions. Both the directions we can use that one. Okay, so to particularly rotate the object, or in a particular angle or in the particular direction, we are using the rotate command. Okay, again I just select this particular object. Okay, this object I just move from here so that you can easily understand that one. Once I will rotate that one. Okay, or I just delete this one. So this is our object. So for example, I just select the, go to the rotate command. So how to, you just see that one, how to use the rotate command. I just go to the rotate command. Okay, I just click on the rotate command. So again, what is asking here? Select the object. Okay, I have selected the object. Now press enter. Okay, always you just remember, all the modification command will be like this only. Select the object, press enter, then you go for the whatever the command will be there, that you just go. Okay, and what is asking next? To specify the base point. So from which point we need to rotate. So I just select this point here. This is the center of the arc. I just selected on this one. Okay, now it is again specify the rotation angle. So I just specify the rotation angle, in which angle we need to rotate, or directly randomly also I can rotate that one according to my convenience. But if you're having the angles, you can rotate according to the angle also. So I just specify the angle over here. I want to rotate in the 45-degree. I just press enter. Correct. So in the 45-degree angle it is rotated. So if you want, you just click on the Control Z, undo, so that it will come to the particular direction. So one more time I just show you. So in the rotate, you just click on the rotate. What is asking? Select object. Select object. Object is selected. Press enter. Specify the base point. I just specify this is as a base point, or this one as a center as a base point. Now I just give the angle of 125-degree directly. I just press this. Correct. So from that base points, whatever the base point we have selected, from that base point it will be rotated into the particular degree what we will give. Clear? Okay. So next command is the trim command. Okay, so trim command we are going to use much in the building planning. Okay, copy, move, everything we are going to use, but trim command is also most of the time we are going to use this trim command. Okay, so how to use that one we'll just see. And what is the use of the trim command, that is also we just see. So trim command. So what is the use of the trim command? So whatever the extra portion will be there in the particular object, if you want to trim that one, in that cases we are going to use the trim command. Now you can ask that one, why we can't use the delete command, or why we can't use the erase command? So if you delete that one, the whole object will be deleted. Okay, if you erase that one, again the whole object will be erased. But using the trim command, how much we want, that much only extra portion we can cut, or we can trim that one, and remaining portion we just keep it as same. Okay, so here for example you just see this one. So for I just consider this object only. So this is our arch. Okay, and this is we can consider as a, this is a support. Okay, so this is here, you can see this one. This is an extra portion which is I don't want. If I click and delete this one, the whole object will be deleted. So I just go to the trim command. I just go to the trim command. I click on the trim. So here what is asking? Okay, trim. So whatever the object is going to trim, that we need to trim. I don't want this. I don't want this. Clear? So here also I don't want this. I don't want this. Like this also you can trim that. Correct? Or you just don't want this and this. You can trim that. Okay. And for example, here you can. So this circle, I just want a smooth curve over here. I just go to the trim command, click on the trim, press enter, trim, 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 and trim like this. See here how smooth it is cut. And if I want to do this one also, I can cut, and cut. Correct? If I want to trim this part, I can trim this. I trim this. Okay. Here you can see this one, the extra portion I don't want. I just trim that one. Here you can see this. Like this, we can use the trim command. So whatever the extra portion will be there, for the cutting of that extra portion or cutting of that edges, we are using the trim commands. Okay. So next, I just click on this arrow. So we are having the extend command also. Okay. So one particular extend command. So what is the use of the extend command? Extend command is like whatever the object will be there, that object we need to extend from one boundary to other boundaries. In that cases, we are using the extend command. You just remember that one, from one particular boundary to the other particular boundary. If you want to extend the particular object, in that cases, we are using the extend command. So this is also very useful in the building planning, most of the cases. So for the trim command, there is a shortcut, that is TR. If you directly type TR and press enter, the trim command will be get activated. Okay, next we just see extend command. So I just go to the extend command, click on the extend. Okay, for example, okay. So I just rotate this one. Okay, and for example, so here one. Okay, so here one wall is there. So I want to extend this particular line to this much wall. Okay, for this particular up to this boundary. From this wall, I want extend to this one, this much, this line. Or for example, I want to extend this line to this line. Okay, you can directly select and you can drag like this also. You can extend that one, or you having the extend command. Go to the extend command, press enter, and select the extend command, press enter, and extend. Select on the object. It will go and extend it. Here you can see this one. From that boundaries to that boundaries also we can extend. Okay. So if you don't have a particular boundary over here, it will not extend. Here you can see this one. Select object to extend or shift. So here it is showing the error. It is not going to extend because in the front there is no boundaries. For that cases, the extend command is not working. So if it is a next boundary will be there, then we can use the extend command. Here you can see this one, there is a next boundary is there. So we can use the extend command. Okay, I can click on this one. Again, I can click again. So again, next, here you can see that it will extend it to the next particular boundaries. So for that purpose, we are using the extend command. For example, I want to extend this one. I can extend this. I can extend this. And again, I can't extend this one because there is a no boundaries. If we having the one boundary over here, then we can use the extend command here. Here you can see this. Clear? Okay. Next. So next is the erase command. To erase the particular object, we are using the erase command. For example, I just show you. So erase command and delete command will work like a same only. Okay, still I just show you the how to use the erase command. Is go to the erase command, click on the erase command. It is asking select the object. I just selected this object. I don't want Okay, I selected this object, it is erased. This object, it's erased. This object, it is erased. Press enter. Okay, if you go there, so here this is a whole object, this is a whole block, right? So this is also whole rectangular, polygon, the whole object will select it. For example, here you can see that there is a different arc is there and the square is there. Okay, so there is a two objects are there. Which objects? I don't want this object, backside object. I just selected and I just press enter. The object will be deleted or erased, or you can directly select and delete also. There is also options. Okay, so next I will go to the copy command. Okay, so what is the use of the move command? To move the one object from the other one more from to move the object from one boundary to other boundaries, we are using the, or from one point to the other point, we are using the move command. And similarly, copy command also, to move or to copy the object from one point to the other point, we are using the copy command. Okay, it is same like a move command only, but in the copy command we are copying the object, and in the move command, the whatever the original object will be, that object will be moved. Okay, so in the copy command, for example, I just go to the copy command. Okay, here it is asking select object. Okay, I just select this particular object, press enter, specify the base point. So there also we are specifying the base point. I specify the base point as a center, and I want to move, I want to copy that particular object in the bottom direction. Like this, you can copy the number of objects. Okay, you can copy the number of objects. If you don't want, just select and delete. Similarly, if you want, go to the copy command, select the object. I have selected the object, press enter, specify the base point. I have specified the base point. Now at a particular distance, I want to copy that object. So displacement we need to mention. For example, I want to displace at the 5000 centimeters, and press enter, because the unit is in the centimeter. Where it is gone? Okay, here in the bottom you can see this one, correct? Here it is copied from here to here. The distance is 5000. Let's check center. Because why we are selecting the center? Because we are specifying the point as a center only. That's why we are considering the center to center. That is also, you just keep in mind. Here you can see this one, 5000. Okay, I just delete this one. Okay, for example, I just go to the copy command, select the object, press enter, and now I'm just selecting the base point. Okay, from the base I just copy to this one for the 1000, press enter. Okay, here it is. Okay, from here to here, copies. Just check whether it is 1000 is there or not. From here, where? Here? No, correct. From where to where we need to select? From which base point we have collected? From that base point we need to check, and from where it is, we need to check. Okay, so whichever they, while moving the, or while copying the command, or while using the copy command, we need to keep these things in the mind. Whichever the specific point we are selected, in the move command also the same thing. Whichever the specific point we have selected, from that point only it will move to the particular displacement, whatever you will give, whether it is 1000, whatever distance it is, the whatever distance, from that particular base point only it will copy or it will move. Okay, that you just keep in your mind. So quickly we go to the next command. Okay, so next command is the stretch command. So if you want to stretch particular object or particular block, we can using the stretch command. I just checked that one. Okay, so if you go and select the object and directly you can stretch also, that is also you can do that one, or using the stretch command also you can do that. I just go to the stretch command. Okay, I just select the object. For example, I select this object, I selected, press enter, I have pressed the enter, specify the distance from which, okay, specify the distance, I will give 100. So it is moved. Okay, I just select object, press enter, specify the displacement. Okay, stretch, press enter, select the object, press enter. Okay, here you can see this one, but it is moving from one place to another place. A stretch command will not work like this. Okay, okay, so I just go to the stretch command again. I just click on the object, press enter, specify the base point. I have specified this base point and use the first point as a displacement, or specify the second point. Okay, so but instead of stretching, it is moving that one. Okay, basically the stretch command, if you select the object, specify the base point and in which direction, here you can see this one, I want 100. See here, this much part is stretched. Again I want to stretch this part. Okay, I just select this one, I want to stretch 500. I selected 500. Correct. I want to select this one in this direction, I want to stretch 250. I stretch like this. So like this the stretch command will be work. But okay, so next command, moving into the next command. So next command is mirror command. Okay, if you want to mirror a particular object, we can use the mirror command also. Okay, so this mirror command is most of the cases we are using in the elevations and the sections. Okay, half of the portion we just do that one and remaining part we just mirror that one, so that it will be easy for us. Okay, in the elevation and in the section, most of the cases mirror command is used. For example, half of the door you can draw, and you can draw the half of the door as a mirror. Half of the window you can draw, and half window will be mirrored. Correct. Half of the section we can draw of the foundation and all, we can remaining half portion we can mirror. So like that we are using the mirror command, and it is useful for the most of the cases. In the most of the drawings and all, we are using the mirror command. So I just show you how to use the mirror command. Okay, so before that one, we just select which object we need to mirror. Okay, okay. Okay, I just take this object only. Okay, I just take this object only. I just copy this one from here to here. Okay, so I want to mirror this one. Okay, before that one, I just check. Okay, so I just want to mirror this object. So this is the half of the object, and remaining half object we need to mirror. I just go to the mirror command. Here you can see this one, select the mirror object, or here it is asking, we have selected the command, or you can directly type over here also. Okay, directly you can type mirror, it will come. Okay, so these commands are there, so you can easily use that one. Most of the cases we can using this one, or you can use the using the shortcut also, you can select the commands. Okay, for the better understanding I will showing this one only. So go to the mirror command, select the mirror command. What is asking? Mirror, select the object. Okay, I just selected the object here. Now I press enter. Now specify the first point of the mirror line. Okay, from which point I need to mirror? From this point I need to mirror, or from the center I need to mirror, from the side I need to mirror. Which point from the mirror we need to select? I just selected this point. This particular point I need to keep as a center of the mirror. Okay, I just selected this one. Now specify the second point we need to mirror. Okay, specify the second point. In this direction you want, in which direction you want, you can mirror that one. In this direction, or in this direction, or in this direction. Correct. So I want in this direction. I just click. Okay, now it is asking erase the source object. What is mean by erase the source object? Whatever the original object will be there, whatever the first object will be there, which we have selected. If you want to erase that one, if you click yes, that object will be erased, and if you don't click, if you click no, and it will not be read. Okay, so in our cases right now we want that object, so we are clicking no. Okay, so that particular object is not erased. So like this, we need to use the mirror command. I just select that one. Okay, so again, if I want to do the mirror, okay, I will show you. Go to the mirror command, select the object, press enter. So specify the first point. Okay, I will specify this first point, specify the second point. Okay, this one or this one. I want to mirror like this. I just click. I want to erase the source object. Yes, then the source object will be erased if you click that one. Okay, so like that, we need to use the erase command. So next command, okay, scale command. So next command is the scale command. Scale command is also very useful in the building planning. Most of the cases we are using the scale command also. Okay, so to enlarge or to, what we can say that one, to enlarge the particular object, we are using the scale command. Okay, so the factor of the scale command is 0 to 1. Okay, you just remember this one. These factors are very important. If you select these factors between 0 to 1, then it will reduce the particular object. Okay, it will reduce the particular object to, if you reduce the particular object, and if you select greater than the 1, then it will be enlarge object. So basically the scale command we have used for the reduce or for the enlarge of the particular object, we are using the scale command. Clear? For that use only we can use the scale command. Okay, so for example, this is a particular rectangle. I just select this one. Okay, this I just copy here so that you can easily understand that. Okay, so here you can see this one, the width is 500 and the depth is 100. Clear? So I want to enlarge this one. I want to make this particular block doubled. Okay, 2 times. Okay, I want to enlarge this one. So if you want to make it double, so if again you need to draw all that things, no need to do that one. Directly go to the scale command, you can double that one. Or if you want to do it as a half, then also you can directly go to the scale command and you may give the factors, then you can half that one. Clear? So always you just remember, so if you use the factors between 0 to 1, then it will reduce the particular object, and if you use the factors more than 1, then it will enlarge the object in both the direction. Okay, always you just remember in the both the direction, that is in the x direction and also in the y directions. Okay, I want to enlarge this particular object. I just go to the scale command, select the object. Here at asking, I selected the scale command. Now it is asking select the objects. Okay, I just selected this object. Now I just press enter, specify the base point. Okay, I just specify the base point. From this base point, I want to enlarge the particular object. How much enlargement we require? The enlargement I required is the double or 2 times. Okay, 2 times enlargement we require. So if you want to enlarge that one, the factor we need to use more than the 1. 2 times in the sense we need to use 2 times. I just selected 2, press enter. So here you can see this one, it will get double. So before it was 500 and the 100, now it is 1000 and the 200. Clear? Like this we need to do the enlargement. Again, I just select this one, just copy and paste. I want to reduce this particular factor. I just go to the scale command and select the object, press enter, specify the base point. I just specify this particular base point. Okay, I want to reduce the factor. I just give reduction factor. If you want to reduce that one, you need to use this factor between 0 to 1. Okay, so I want to reduce this one to the 50% or half of that particular object. Then what is the reduction factor? Half in the sense 0.5. 0.5. Press enter. Clear? Here you can see this one. It is 1000. It was 1000. Now it is become 500 and the 100. Here it is 1000. This one is double. This one is the half of this one. Clear? Like that, we need to use the scale command. So we are always, you just remember, in the both the direction we are using the scale command, that is in the x, and in the y direction we are using the scale command. And at the same time, reduction factor also, you just remember, if you want to enlarge that one more than the one, we need to use factor, and if you want to reduce that one, we need to use the factor between 0 to 1. Okay, so 0.9, 0.8, 0.75, 0.5, 0.1, 0.01, 0.001, 0.009, like that. Depending upon the scale factor, we need to use that one. Now you just ask that one, like how we need to find the scale factor also, correct? So there is also a formula for the scale factor. So what is that scale factor formula? Whatever the new value will be there, that will be divided by the old value, you will get the scale factor formula directly. Okay, that I will show you while I will showing the particular live plan. In that cases, I just tell you how to use the scale factor also. That is, scale factor is very important, because what happened in some cases, in some working drawings, in some working plans, we can't give the scale factor as a 1:100. What is mean by 1:100? 1:100 in the sense 1 centimeter or 1 unit is equal to 1 unit. Okay, that's a scale factor we called as 1:100. Clear? So whatever the drawing will be there, that is 1:1 or 1:100. Whatever the one unit will be there, equal to the other units. Okay, so like that. For example, the 1 meter. So 1 meter equal to 1 centimeter. If you are selecting that one, that is also a scale factor. Okay. So while taking that one, while doing the drawings, I just tell you how to use the scale factor, because sometimes whatever we have, for example, here you can see this one. This is 1,000 and this is a 200. If you take the print and if you measure this one, it will come the 1,000 centimeter and it will come the 200 centimeter. Okay, but in the page, that if you come same whatever it is there, then it is becomes 1:100. Again, if you change the scales and all, then again for 1:50, 1:200, 1:100, 1:10, 1:5, again 1:500, 1:400, like that. Also we can use the different scale for the different drawings. Okay, because otherwise what happened, if you go for the 1:100 scale, then the whatever the working drawings will be there, that drawings will not be fit in the particular drawing sheet. So for that purpose, we are using the different scales. Otherwise, what happened? That much big size of the drawing sheet is not available. We can't fit that one. For example, the length is 1,000 meter or 1 kilometer. If you are going for the city planning, correct? If you are going for the town planning, in that cases 1:100 scale is not useful. In that cases, we go for the 1:1000 scales. 1 meter equal to 1,000. Like that, we need to go for that. Correct? So in that cases, in the town planning, in the working, the huge drawings and all, scale factor is very important. Okay, so while taking the building planning and all, or in that, or submission drawing, and in that cases, I'm just going to explain you how to use the scale. Okay, so in at present, you just understand that one, how to use the scale command. Clear? So next, okay, so next here you can see this one, that is the fillet command and chamfer command. Okay, fillet and the chamfer command. This is also very useful command while using that one. So if you want this particular sharp edge in the smooth curve, in that cases we are using the fillet command. And if you want this sharp edge into the smooth angle, we can using the chamfer command. Okay, I just go to the fillet command. Okay, here what is asking, select the first object. I selected first object. Select the second object. I have selected the second object also. Okay, this is a block, I think. I just exploded that one. I just go to the fillet command. I have selected. Select the first object. Press enter. Selecting the second object. Okay, it is not selecting. Okay, I just go to again. So here first I just set the radius. I just set the radius whatever this curvature we viewing, that radius we need to set. Okay, so I am going to set that radius as 100. Okay, so now select the first object, now selecting the second object. Here you can see this one. So this radius is 100. So if you want to check, you can check that one whether that radius is 100 or not. So here you can see this, the radius is 100. Like that, you can give the fillet to the particular sharp edges. Again, I want to do the fillet for this one. A smaller fillet we can give. I just go to the radius. I just give as a radius as a 50. Press enter. Select the first object. Select the second object. Here you can see this one. If you want to check, go and check the radius also. Radius is 50. Clear? So if you want to change the sharp edges into the smooth curves, we are using the fillet commands. In the road design and all, we are using these type of commands. Next, chamfer. If you want to make a sharp edges into the angle, we are using the chamfer command. If you go to the chamfer command, click on the chamfer. Here again, in the chamfer, we are just giving the distance also. From this particular point, what is the x distance, what is the y distance, that also we can give, or we can give the angle also, how much angle it will be there. Okay, both the things we just see. So I just click on the distance. So specify the first distance. What is the first distance? First distance I will give 10, not 10 will be get smaller, 50. And second distance I will give 25. Okay, so what is the first distance? We have given 50. So that first object we need to select. So from this point, this edge point, I want 50. And from this edge point, I want 25. Clear? So here you can see this one. From that particular edge point, whatever this edge point we have selected, from this edge point, this distance is 50. If you want to check, you can check that one. Here 50, and from this to this is the 25. Clear? So like this we can give the, using the distance we can give the chamfer, and using the angle also we can give the chamfer. I just selected the object, I just selected the angle. So give the angle. I want to give the angle as 30 degree. I just click the 30 degree, press enter. Specify the first angle point and specify the second. Specify the first point and specify the second point. Okay, once again, it's not taken. Angle, specify the first length 30 degree. I will just give enter. Okay, specify the chamfer angle from the first line. Okay, $30 is not selecting. Okay, okay. I just go here again. I just try one more time. I've selected this one. Go to the angle. Specify the chamfer length for the first chamfer length on the. I don't want length. I just want the angle. Angle. Why it is not taking the angle? Angle. Specify the length of the first line. Okay, I just click the angle 30. Okay, it's not selecting that one. We'll see that one, how to check that one. Okay, so we don't waste the time over here. We'll go to the next command. That is this important command that we call as array command. Okay, so this command is also important. Most of the cases we have used this command, array command, in the building planning. So in the array command, you can see this one, there is a two types. that is rectangular array and the polar array. So what is the array command? So array command is nothing but using the array command, we can create a multiple copies of the object at a regular intervals. Okay. For example, using the copy command, you can copy a object from one place to one specified point to other point. Okay. You can copy 2 commands, 3 commands, 4 commands. But if it is 1000, if it is a full length, then it is very difficult to copy the particular. It will take lot of time. So for that cases, we are using the polar command. So whatever the objects will be there, or we can create number of objects in a particular direction. Okay, multiple copies of the objects we can do using the array command at regular interval also. Okay, so for example, I just draw one line over here. Okay, so in this particular line, I just draw one circle over here, tan radius. Okay, I just create one object first so that you can easily understand that one, tan radius. Okay, so here one object is there. Okay, so I want this object should be multiply copied on this particular baseline. Okay, at an interval of 50 meter from the center point. Okay, for 50 centimeter from the center point. Clear? So I want to copy this object on this particular baseline at a regular interval of 50 centimeter, or we can take it as regular interval of 100 centimeter, because if we take this 50 centimeter, because the radius is the 50 only, just radius is 50 only, so radius is 200, sorry, it is 200. So if you take the 200, then again it will overlap over there. So just 500 I will take, regular interval of 500. I just want to copy this particular object at a multiple levels at a particular distance. So I just go to the rectangular array and path array. So okay, so I just tell you, first I will just tell you the path array. We'll go to the path array because we have considered the path over here. So go to the path array. So select the object, whatever the object you need to array, that object we need to select. We have selected that object. Press enter. Select the path. I have selected this path. Press enter. Path is not getting selected. Why it is like this? Okay, go to the array command, selected the array, select the object, selected, press enter, path selected. Okay, here you can see this one. On a single click, the multiple objects will be created. If you go to the copy command, then again you need to copy this one, copy here. You need to keep on clicking on the multiple objects, and it will take a lot of time. So here on the single click, the multiple objects we have collected. So now we need to give the particular distance. So here you can see this one. In the rows, here you can see this in between, and this is the rows. Okay, so rows we don't want. So in between, how much we need to give? I just selected as a 500. All right, 500. Press 500. Press enter. It was selected as a 500. So I just see that one whether it is 500 or not. I just go to the linear, here to here, here to here is 500. Here you can see this one. Center to center is 500. So whatever the object distance we have given this 500. So if you want to edit that one, you just click over there, and I want to change this one to the 1500. I just press enter. Yes, you can see this one. It will be changed, correct, on that particular path. Now again, you can check that one. From here, center to center distance is 1500, whatever we have given, correct? So like that, we need to use the array command. Next, path array, a rectangular array. I just tell you, in the rectangular particular format, if you want to do the rectangular array, we can use the rectangular command, a rectangular array command. So I just copy this object, I just keep it over here. Okay, this is our object. I go to the array command, click on the rectangular array, select the object, press enter. See here, in the rectangular format, it will come. So now here you can manage the number of rows, and here you can manage the number of columns and their particular distances also. So here you can see this one, number of rows is how much? Number of columns is how much? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is the number of row is 1, 2, 3. You can edit this one, and distance between the column to column, that is 300, and distance between the rows to rows is 225. You can, I just want to give the number of rows as a 10, and number of columns as a 10, number of row as a 15, correct? Here you can see this one, and distance between this one is, I just want to give 500, and this one I just want to give 250. Here you can see this one, correct? A single object, on a single click, you can see this one, how many number of objects have created at a single click. If you use the copy command, then again you need to mention, again you need to copy the same thing in the particular dimension, and it will take lot of time. Here you can see this one, in a single click we have created lot of objects, lot of multiple objects. Okay, if you want to change, you can change that one. Okay, so here there's a different edit options are there, base point options are there, replace options are there, that we can see whenever it is required. Okay, once you understand this particular object, you can do that one by yourself also. It is very easy. Okay, so these are the most important command which we are used in the, again I just check the distance, cross verify this one, whatever we are given, 500 center to center distance, and here also center to center distance, how much we have given? 250. Clear? So it is 250 and it is 300, whatever, 500. So whatever the distance we have given, that is correct. And in this particular single click, we have created a lot of objects by using the array command. So array command is very important command. We are using lot in the building planning also. I just move this one. Okay. So now next we just move to the next command. That is the offset command. Okay, so this is also a very important command in your building planning. The first command, once you started doing the walls, the offset command is only be required, correct? So what is the use of the offset command, or what is the purpose of the offset command? The offset command we are using normally to create a object from the existing object at a particular distance, or at a specified distance. We are using the offset command. For example, one line is there, correct? We need to create one more line at a particular distance. We are using the offset commands. Or for example, we have a circle over there, again we need to create another circle at a particular distance. We are using the offset command. I will show you how to use that one. Okay, for example, so this is a line. Okay, this is an object over, like this is a line object. I want to draw one more line over here at a distance of 500 meter. So if we want, how I will draw that one, I just go to the line command, I will draw this one, and I will measure this one. Again, I will copy that one or move that one, and I will set to the particular. If you are using the offset command, so I have a line over here, and one more line I want here, one more parallel line or same object. This is a line object, one more same object I want here at a particular distance from here of 500. So using the offset command, go to the offset command. What is asking here? Specify the distance. What is our distance? 500 we have. Press enter. Select the object, this object. Which direction? This direction. Click enter. This direction. Click enter. Same object. Clear? Like this, we need to use the offset command. For circle, how to use the offset command? I just show you here. This is object. I want one more object over here of same parallel object. Specify the distance. Distance I just specified as 300. Press enter, select the object, and here you can see this one. And if you want to check the distance, you can check. Okay. $300. Clear? And here also, if you want to check the distance, go to distance. How much you have selected? 500. See here, 500. So most of the cases while doing the building planning, we are using the object command. It is very useful command. Using this command, we can do a lot of speed work. Okay. So create a multiple things. So next command. Okay. So offset command, we have seen that one. Next command, we just check here. I just click over here. Okay, here there is a lot of other commands are there, which we are going to use while we are doing the planning. So these are the basics commands. These are the basics edit commands which are very useful while modification or any changes in the drawing. Okay, these commands we are used, and most of the cases while planning also, while drawing also, we are using this command also. Okay, like offset commands, like trim commands, like the move and copy commands, we are using this one. Okay, so now quickly we are almost covered. Whatever the basics commands we require for the building planning, we are almost covered in this one. And quickly we just go to the last command. Okay, last command which is required, very much required in the building planning. So last two commands, I just tell last two commands. So once we complete these two commands, we have completed all the commands. We can say this one, we have completed all the basic commands which is used for the building planning. Okay, once we finish these two commands, we'll close this particular class. Okay, so I just go over here. So that is, what is that? Two commands. That is the text command, and one more is the leader command. Okay, so for the naming of the particular object, we are using the text command and the leader command also. Okay, I just go to the text command. For example, I just want to write over here. Something. So how to write that one? You just go to the text command, go to the multiple text. Okay, so what is asking? Specify the first corner. Specify the first corner or the text area you can select it. In a particular area, I want this much of text. I have selected this particular area. Here, whatever I'm going to write, I write in this particular block. Okay, so now you just write the text. For example, what text we can write? We can write the text, any text you can write. Okay, so for example, okay, I can select the building planning and drawing, our course name using AutoCAD. Correct. So this half type, I just click over here. Okay, so here you can see this one. The command is the text is very smaller. It will not visible on the screen. So again, if you want to visible, just double click on that one, select the particular object, select the or change the size. how much size we want to change. I will just click on 25. We'll just click 25, press enter, and you just see this one. Okay, this is a visible, correct? So how we have done that one? Go to the text command. We have selected the multiple text. Okay, single text is also there, but I don't suggest preferably to do the single text, because in the modification and all very difficult, or in the changing the font, changing this size, everything will be very difficult in the single text. Go to the multiple text. That will be the better. Okay, that is, sorry, not multiple, multi-line text. So again, I will show you. Go to the multi-line text, select the area. I selected this much area. I just type here what I'm going to type. Here I just type okay. I just type what we need to type. Okay, so our course name is building planning and project. The same thing I can type. Okay, planning spelling got wrong. Okay, so here you can see, now you just select that one. Here there is a lot of other options are there. Clear? If you want to bold that text, you can bold that one. If you want to do the Italian, you can do the Italian. If you want to underline that one, you can underline that one. If you want to change the font, you can change the font also. If you want to change the color of the text, you can change the color of the text also. If you want to justification, center, if you want to spacing, everything you can do over here. If you want to add the symbol also, you can add the different symbol also, diameter symbol, degree symbol. If you want to check the spelling also, you can do that one. So there is a lot of options are there, how you are using the word, MS Word. So like that only, there is a lot of multiple options are there, so you can modify your particular text. Okay. So here you can see this one, building planning and drawing using the AutoCAD. So like that, we need to use the text command. So this text command is very useful while we are doing the building planning. In the working plans and all, to mention everything, we require the text command. Next, I will just go to the leader command. So this is called a leader command. So where we are mentioning a particular object and we are typing about that one. Okay, by using the arrow. I just go to click to the leader command. For example, I just want to type on this particular circle. I just click. Okay, and I just type over here. For example, I just write the circle of dia 50. Where we just change the text height 20. I just make it a side only, or this side. Okay, side only. Here you can see this one. So I have written this one by specifying this one as circle of dia 50. So like that, we need to use the leader command. The lever command is most of the cases to particularly if you want to highlight the any object, in that cases we are using the leader command, so that we can directly highlight that on that one and highlight that one. We can mention that one, what is that particular object. Okay, so text command also we can use this one, but if you use the leader command, then we can easily highlight that one using the arrows. Okay, so these are the multiple commands we have seen in this particular class. So we have seen the line commands, we have seen the drawing commands, we have seen the edit or modification commands, we have seen the text commands and the dimensioning commands also. So here, so whatever the remaining commands are there, this property command, matching the properties, color, line, everything we have seen while doing the live examples. Okay, from the next class onwards, or in the from next is this one, we are going to start a particular building planning. We are starting with the residential building only, so we are taking the building planning with the small plans. We just start that one with a small examples. After that, one by one we can go for the multiple examples. So once we go with the multiple examples, you will get a clear idea. Instead of wasting the time in the commands only, I just thinking that to go to the with the multiple examples, so that you will get a clear idea and you will get a clear practice also, and you just understand that one how to do the particular drawings. Okay, so that is only the our aim, that is only the our aim of the our course, that is you just learn about the planning, not about the tools. Okay, you just learn about the planning, how to do that one, what is the procedure of the planning, everything we can. I hope you can learn the all the things every clearly. Okay, so I'm going to end this video here. So I hope you will understand all the tools, and if you have any queries, you just comment that one. I just clear all the queries. Okay, and you just go and practice all the commands with using the different objects. You just use that one. I will just share you the exercise also. You just go and do and practice that one. That is very helpful, and always practice makes man perfect. Clear? So thank you so much. Okay, we'll see you in the next class.